This kid's going to jail. Stu, first of all, huge, great news. Stu is awake and communicating. That was just reported. He posted a picture with some of his fellow wrestling friends, along with his wife. Prayers up to that. Leave a like on the video to send Stu some good vibes. I also have another way that people can help Stu, because I'm sure his medical bills are going to be bonkers. But for those of you who are keeping score, I believe this happened on Sunday. So it has now been all day Sunday, all Sunday evening, all Monday, all Tuesday, and all Wednesday. 3.5 days, no charges filed. And people are starting to get, people are starting to chirp about it. People in the industry. His dad last night went live and pretty much seemed to know his son was going to jail. Let's look at this clip.
It's hard for me to talk about it, but I'm just keeping 100. I feel bad about what happened to Psycho Stu. I don't condone what my son did at all. Very, very unfortunate. If I was there, things went down, but what I'm saying, I wasn't there.
I don't know. He says if he was there, things would have went different. I don't believe that. Why would things be different?
Father, so I gotta have my son's back, but I'm gonna let justice play out, take its course. Ain't much I can do on that side, but be a father. Y'all know I can't talk about that shit. I can't talk about.
To be fair, I feel like Rampage Jackson is in a bad spot. I do think he spends a lot of time clowning his son, and that very well may be why his son is so desperate to prove how much of a tough guy he is. But it seems to me that Rampage knows his son's going to jail.
Any details and stuff like that, I can't really go into nothing. I hope y'all can respect that. The shit put me in like a bad mood. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad about Psycho Stu and his family. His family had to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish I could have been there, but I couldn't.
I'm not sure what you could have done. Again, I believe that Rampage Jackson, I don't know what kind of dad he is, but a lot of what I see and hear coming out of his mouth, I can empathize with. I mean, it's his son. He's got to defend him. I get that. And, he's flip-flopped a little bit, but here he's being pretty clear. Like, look, he's, he feels terrible because he probably feels bad for the other guy because, he's also kind of in the fight biz, sort of tangentially. They're both in the entertainment business, I'll say. But he also knows that, his son screwed up.
Shit is wild. Shit is wild. Now, shit all over the internet. So, I see a lot of people editing stupid shit for clickbaits and stuff like that, and to make money and shit.
That is true. I have seen many clips going viral on X that were from weeks ago and cut out of context and are getting 30, 40,000 likes. And he's right about that. But of course, we've got to pull out the race card here any moment.
That's not fair. There's a lot of racist people showing their true colors and stuff. But, all this shit, you can't stop none of this shit. But, I'm not, taking up for my son or anything like that. I'm just telling you guys facts, you know what I'm saying? But I'm doing what any father would do is being a father in hard moments like this. Sometimes you're proud of your kids and sometimes you're not proud of your kids, but
yeah, I mean, you see MMA guru fire back at UFC veteran Rampage Jackson after a recent controversy. Rampage accused MMA guru of being racist for his comments on Raja's son. It's because he called, his son an animal, which is exactly how he was acting. Then he said, your own son is going through a situation where he might get jailed for decades, and you're bowling with whores, talking about it on a stream. Failure of a father. Well, yeah. I mean, on top of that, Rampage seems to be dropping a different take on the situation every 12 hours. Last time he was saying he'd beat down every one of the wrestlers because in his sport, they don't fake it. Now he wants to shake hands. That's because he knows. He knows he's going to jail. Now, Psycho Stu's wife, for all these people that, again, or Sicko Stu, sorry. I don't know how he says Psycho Stu? He doesn't have to press charges here. All these like armchair lawyers from the MMA, they're like, well, if he presses charges, blah, blah, he doesn't have to press charges. LAPD just has to do their job. That's what they have to do. They just have to do their job. That's all I'm asking them. They should absolutely be pressing charges. Psycho Stu's wife hits out an unscripted attack by Raja Jackson as fundraisers launch. So that's going to tell you right there. This guy is not going to say, if they launch that GoFundMe and he's saying it was unscripted, he's going to jail. The Stu is going to press charges as he should, and he should press charges against everybody or anybody who tries to hurt his career over this too. The wife of an Army veteran who was brutally attacked during a wrestling match has hit out at the unscripted attack. Stuart Smith, also known as Psycho Stu, is currently in critical care in the hospital following an attack on August 23rd, which rendered him unconscious and left him choking on his own teeth and blood. The attacker was Raja Jackson, a 25-year-old MMA fighter who's never won a fight and son of former UFC champ Quentin Rampage Jackson. Now, I want to get to what we all know the situation here. Here's what his wife wrote. Despite the pair appearing to have made up, Jackson announced on a live stream that he was really going to hit him before jumping in the ring and slamming him off the mat, hitting him more than 20 times when he was unconscious. I'm going to show you that you can't just hit a can on my face. I'm really going to hit him. I'm telling you, he told his viewers, this is dead serious. This ish isn't going to be scripted. I know wrestling is scripted. I'm talking about what I'm going to do to the guy. Here is the most important line. He admits this is not a bit. He doesn't need Stu to say, well, even if Stu tried to cover for him, he admitted here that it was not a work. Now his wife, Contessa Patterson, has spoken out following the incident after sharing a GoFundMe page to help recover the cost of his recovery. I imagine it's going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm reaching out to get support from my husband, Stuart Smith, better known as Psycho Stu. On August 23rd, he was involved in an unscripted attack that left him in the hospital with intense recovery needed to regain good health. Stuart Smith is a U.S. Army veteran who used wrestling as an outlet to deal with his PTSD. This incident is not only caused him major physical harm, but will disrupt his career inside the ring and out of it. Peterson went on to say that the money raised would go towards uncovered medical expenses, recovery support, and covering loss of income. Police have since confirmed that they are investigating the incident. However, no arrests have been made. Well, you know why that is? It's because the promoter is telling them not to cooperate with police. Listen to this.
But the most disgusting thing is that people at this school are being encouraged to not cooperate with the police. From what I hear, the police were there investigating the scene.
Here's the message. Please refrain from engaging in comment sections on social media posts about this tragedy. It will be weaponized in potential criminal and civil cases. Fly low. If law enforcement or an attorney for the suspect contacts you in any capacity, let someone here know right away for guidance on how to address them. So they're telling the wrestlers to not cooperate.
Shortly after Stu was removed, and there has been multiple requests that have gone downstream from upper management to not talk with the police directly if they are contacted, and to only let a certain group of individuals interact with the police. That is extremely dishonest. You guys let your friend almost die, and now you're trying to have people lie for you. And fuck you to every single person who replied to them, yes, sir. You are all weak sacks of shit, and I hope you rot in hell. You are wasting oxygen that other people could be breathing.
I mean, not a bad. His reaction to finding out the guy wouldn't wake up was my bad. He has no sympathy. Now, if you go to the fundraiser, there's been $155,000 raised of a $200,000 goal. It's GoFundMe /F/help support Sicko Stu's recovery and journey. SYKO Stu. You can find, if you search GoFundMe, it's now been 4,500 people have donated. And what's really interesting, Mr. Beast donated $10,000. He's the top donator. Derek MPMD, $5,000. James McRae, $2,500. Chris Jericho, another legend, $2,500. And countless anonymous $1,000, donations. This guy, I mean, his medical bills are going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like that's, so it's really, really, really good to see that. Now, he is awake. Here's a picture. He is awake and communicating in the hospital. That appears his wife and maybe some other wrestlers there who are there visiting him. Probably shouldn't have taken a picture with the room number on it, but that's neither here nor there. By intervening, where's this? Stu remembers mostly what happened in the early parts of the day. He's talking a little bit. He's alert. He's got some injuries that are very serious, not like life-threatening serious anymore, but facial injuries, stuff like that. Well, he has a bunch of broken bones in his face, and that's going to take an immense amount of time to heal up. So, I'm glad he's awake. I think Raja is probably going to be arrested any day. People seem to have stopped trying to defend this kid. We're going to have to wait and see. I'm hoping that social pressure continues to mount on LAPD and they do their damn job. If you made it this far in the video, you're a hardcore fan. Don't forget, I'm giving away a Meta PC on my live stream. So make sure you subscribe to Quartering Live. If you go to the search bar in the search bar on YouTube and just type Quartering Live, one word, it should pop up. Subscribe and tune in to the live stream either tomorrow or tomorrow at 2 Eastern or, sometime before midnight to enter. Or you can also be following on Rumble. Both are good. We'll talk to you again real soon.